All right, let's come on to a yoga mat. Do some yoga. So starting in an easy pose, your seated posture on this beautiful overcast morning. You can see my picture's a little bit faded, but maybe it'll focus here in a little bit. But we'll just start with some circles here. I don't think the camera is used to daylight. It's used to being inside and artificial light. So the daylight seems to be flooding the light, the lens here. That's okay. Flowing, big circles, moving a little bit deeper, rounding the shoulders. And then at some point, start to reverse. Go the other way. We'll come back to center and start fluctuating, undulating the spine forward and back. So extending and rounding the spine back. Roll out your thigh bones if you haven't already. We'll keep the head pretty level. So instead of drawing the chin into chest right now, just see if you can keep the gaze at something across the room. And then we're just focused on the spine. We're going to come into straight arms. So keeping the arms straight instead of allowing the elbows to bend. We'll move up the spine to the higher vertebrae. Still keeping the cervical, the necks in alignment here. You can feel it's between the shoulder blades. Yes, the lower back is rounding as well, but we're not going as far back as we would if, say, for instance, bend the elbows, and then that dome can really show up. So with the arms straight, kind of forces us to stay in the upper spine area. Okay, and then come all the way back up tall, nice and tall, tucking the chin in a bit, parallel to the ground, lifting the crown of the head to the ceiling. The arms reach out to the side, palms up, palms out. We're just sort of extending the arms and rotating the whole arm up and down on the way down and up. So a couple movements here, reaching out wide. And let's take it all the way down this time, bringing the fingertips all the way to the mat, as far away from you as you can reach, pressing down, lifting up through the crown of the head with a deep breath in. On the exhale, tippy toe or tippy finger walk to the right side. Soften this left shoulder down. Inhale, walk your way back up. And then to the left. Good. Come on back up to center. Reach to the right again. Let the left arm float out to the side. And we're using sort of a counter pull. We're reaching to the right and reaching to the left at the same time. You can stay here, bring the fingertips to the shoulder or extend the elbow up to the sky. Keep pressing down with the right hand. And we're softening into these side bodies and these flexions. Inhale all the way back up. And then over to the other side. Reach the right arm out this time, fingertips to shoulder, elbow up, any variation in between that. And then back up to center. Both arms reach out and up overhead. Exhale, interlace the fingers here. We'll take the hands behind the head. So option here, just under the skull there, right at the back, the high part of the neck. And then placing the fingertips on the shoulders is the other option. So wherever you're more comfortable. And we'll take a twist to the right. So we're lifting up. So imagine lifting up the crown of the head to the sky and twist to the right and then to the left. And then earlier this week, we connected the breath to this and we kind of speed it up. So you can take it at your own pace or connect it to the breath and speed it up, just like a little swishing back and forth, if that feels good to you. Stay nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If you're in that rhythm. Keep going. Come back to center. Take a deep breath in. Suspend the breath. Hold it here. Lift up from the pelvic floor, up through the navel, through the heart center, the crown of the head. Lifting up. Relax the jaw, relax the face, and gently exhale. Good. Release the arms down by the side. Let any vibration or lightheadedness just pass. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's extend the legs out in front for a forward fold, lifting up from the sit bones. Get up nice and tall here. Reach the arms out to the side, up overhead, and drifting forward any amount. Bend the knees as much as you feel comfortable, or extend the legs. Inhale, lengthen the heart towards your toes, wrapping your hands around your knees, your shins, your ankles, whatever you can reach here. And exhale, drawing in, lengthening long, chin to chest, forehead down. Inhale, bring the hands back to the mat. Exhale, and press your way up to seated. We'll take the right leg out to the side, so just sweep it out. And left heel in towards the groin. Bring the left foot ideally right into the inside of the right thigh, flexing the right leg. So I'm mirroring you. So this is my left leg, but it's on your right side. So this is where we'll begin in our dragon pose, or dragonfly pose. Inhale, both arms reach out and up overhead. Turn to face the long edge, the long leg, and exhale, start to lean towards that leg. A lot of tension maybe in the hips and the side body. So take your time. Use your hands to walk down the leg. Don't force anything. Pause where you feel the tension want to stop. And just see if you can just stay there for a moment and soften into that resistance. Not forcing anything, just sort of staying right there, letting it go. All right, and then take the same arm, the right arm, right on down the right leg. I'm going to turn the heart towards the center and kind of draw the left arm back. So you're sort of opening the heart here. And the left arm can reach up to the sky. It can stay down by your side. It can start to reach behind you. And then start to walk down towards that right leg a little bit deeper. Towards that right side. Softening the hips, relaxing here. Deep breath in. All right, and then walk your way back up. You're still going to keep that right leg out there and bring the left hand now behind you on the mat. Point the right toe. We'll situate the hip so we can get a little bit more of a rotation. So you might want to come up a little bit on that back hip. Take the right arm out to the side, zooming that imaginary race car around the track here. Bending the right toe as the right arm reaches in the opposite direction overhead. And then exhale your way down. Zoom it back down. Inhale, reach it out and up. Extension. Exhale, let it all come back down. Good. This time, same as the last two, or we can start to take the weight in the left hand, lifting the hips off the mat. Come into your sort of modified wild thing pose. Deep breath in. And release it down. Gently, gently, gently to the ground. Counter twist, go the other way. Nice way to breathe it out right there. And then come on back to center. Gather the legs in and hold your legs. Maybe wrap your arms around your shins or your knees. Bow your head, chin to chest. Just feel the difference between the two legs. Deep breath in.
It almost feels like the air conditioning's on.
On the exhale, extend the left leg. And we'll bring the right knee, bend the right knee, bring the bottom of the right foot in towards,
Yeah, it feels like it's like
in
there's
towards
cool air
you.
going on.
I'm gonna mute everyone. Okay,
Okay,
and we'll go to the other side. So reaching arms up overhead, extending to the left leg. Both arms reach out and up overhead, and exhaling, forward fold over the left leg. So each of our hips are oriented differently. One might be tighter than the other. You might have a different experience on this side. And then we're going to open the heart to the center as we draw the right shoulder back and reach the right arm up overhead, across the left side, plane, wherever that is, over the left leg or off to the left side. And then on the way up, we'll open up here, bring the right arm back to the mat or the floor behind, point the left toe, and then the left arm is going to swoop around that imaginary racetrack and up overhead, pointing the left toe, left fingertips overhead. And exhale, reach it all the way around and down. Again, zoom it around and all the way up. And exhale all the way back down. Same thing again, or lift off. So right hand can support you here as the hips thrust up. Come into that nice extension here. Let the gravity be part of this experience of the left arm dangling overhead, pointing the left toe. And that feels pretty good. Come on back down. Good, little wild thing right there. Go ahead and extend the legs, wrap them up, whatever feels good here. Set that intention to come back into center, balance, realignment. All right, let's turn to face the short edge of the mat. A little bit of core here as we flip the legs off the mat. So find that balancing sweet spot here. One foot or both feet can come off the mat, float off the mat as we start to bring the lower legs about parallel to the floor, releasing one arm and the other. We're squeezing through the core here. So we can extend and lift up for a little more core. So as you start to build strength, anything when we're lifting our limbs and facing up, we're going to use the core in a pretty natural way. So we can do that, or bring the arms and legs all the way out as we extend down to the ground. Extend fully. Take a deep stretch. Nice to land on the mat. Full extension like that. Bring the arms down by your side. Bend the knees. Feet to the floor. Tuck the tailbones. We have a little bit more of that lower back towards the mat. Think about the top of your yoga pants, pressing your waistband into the floor. And then we can float the feet off the mat again, keeping the knees hovering over the hips. Even in the chair, floating a foot or maybe both feet off the floor, you need to engage the core to lift those legs. So here we can stay here with the hands on the thighs, flex the feet, toes pointing out to the sky, looking up at the sky, just pressing into the thighs into the hands. You feel that engagement through the whole side body, the hips, the core, the lower belly. You can stay here or start to curl up, raise the shoulders, neck, and head. You keep pressing. An easy way to get to that lower body and keep the spine and the core in containment here. Sometimes lifting and lowering, we can start to strain the neck. So just hold in this sort of dynamic. Press and release. Very good. Walk your feet to the edges of the mat, arms out of the way. So extend them off to the side. And windshield wiper the knees side to side. Come on back to center and bring the right knee into chest. And extend the left leg. Wrap both hands around the right knee. Point and flex at the ankle. We'll start to float the left leg up off the mat. So try to ground down by using that leverage on the right knee. So we're not rolling to one side. Flexing the ankles, both feet are engaged here. And lift and lower the left leg nice and slow, 2 or 3 times. Next time you're all the way up, we'll hold it there and point and flex the left ankle, squeezing the right knee in toward you. Good. And then we'll switch legs. Just bring the left knee in, extend the right leg down the mat, hovering it. And we don't really need to lay it down. You can keep it engaged by just a slight hover off the mat and float the right leg up and down a couple of times. The slower is more opportunity to go a little bit more intentional in that joint. When we come back up again, wiggle the toes and ankles. All right. And then bring both knees down, give them both a hug. Wrap the hands behind the legs here for a little happy baby pose. So draw the knees towards your shoulders. Keep them close and extend the lower legs. So you want to keep the whole back on the mat as much as possible. There's natural curves and everything going on in the spine and the back body. But instead of rolling the hips up or tucking the chin and lifting the head, try to keep everything on the mat. So imagine creating a bigger, a wider, a longer imprint on the mat beneath you. Walk your hands down your legs toward your ankles, so up towards the sky. And reach for the ankles, reach for the toes, the inside of your feet. And breathe, keeping that chin in, shoulders back down. Gently start to release, one foot at a time, back to the yoga mat. You'll land on the mat here with the knees bent. Just pause here for a moment. Allow the knees to support each other if that feels good. Arms down by your side. So we can tuck the tailbone here and start to press the lower back into the mat. Make sure the knees are set or hip width distance apart so they're over the feet, which are also hip width distance apart. We start to press into the feet, lift the hips off the mat. Go right into back body here. All those little muscles that have been pretty much relaxing now have to engage to lift. Also using the core to lift here. So keep pressing, lifting up. You can come back down and reset if you like. Lifting the hips off the mat. We're going to go into a little bit of sort of coordination, strengthening here. So if we can balance into the right foot, press into the right foot. Soften the left foot, see if the lift off and extend the left leg so that the knees are parallel, thighs are parallel. Extend that left leg. Point, flex the toe, the ankle. Then bring that left foot back down, we'll switch. Extend the right leg straight up. Parallel to the standing leg. Keep lifting the hips. And bring the right foot back down. All right. Move that up. We're going to bring the hips back down, moving the knees from side to side. Let's roll to our right side or one side. Roll to a side. Stacking the legs, bent knees, and the top leg right over the top of the lower leg. Shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked. I'm laying down on my upper arm. You can prop yourself up on your elbow if you like, or stand at the wall for some clam poses or clamshell. Knee opens, and then alternating knee and heel. Concentrate on the rotation of that hip, the upper hip. All right, next time the leg is down, we'll lift the whole leg up and down. Got limited movement here, so just going up as far as I can. When that restriction shows up, you stop there. hold it here, extend the leg, and then bring the heel back, extend, point the toe, flex the foot back. Next time you're back, go ahead and reach for that ankle with the same side hand and draw the heel in. Nice stretch here for the hip flexor on this side, pointing the knee across the mat. And go ahead and release. Tap it out. We're getting good at those. Go ahead and switch to the other side. We'll come all the way down on this side for clam poses on this side. So when you're set up, go ahead and lift the knee, upper knee, and then alternate heel and knee. So we're balancing, using the core, using a lot of the body to stay in place and warming up these wonderful hip joints we have. Okay, and then the whole upper leg lifts and lowers. A lot more mobility for me on this side. I know what that means. Keep going. We're going to hold it all the way up and extend. And draw it back. And extend. You got it. Next time you're all the way back, wrap your hands around that ankle, point the knee away. Wonderful. Okay, let it go. All right, let's roll to our tummy, take a child's pose, polar bear pose, puppy pose, whatever your flavor of rest is. Supporting the forehead, either on the mat, on the hands, on fists or flat hands. Whenever the forehead touches that surface, we can rock the head from side to side. Deep breath in, and let it go. Soften into the hips. Make yourself a little more comfortable for one more breath. Relax the face. And walk your way forward out of child's pose. Curling the toes under, preparing for cat-cow. Just lower the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the gaze. You find that full movement in the spine again. All right, back to neutral spine. Balancing here, right arm extends, left leg straight back. Okay, so many variations here. We can take elbow to knee a couple of times. You can sort of swoop that in and out. Once we're extended again, maybe the right arm reaches out to one side, left leg to the side. Just kind of playing around with balance, maybe even bending the left knee and reaching the right hand back to find the left foot. I'm balancing here, pressing down, lifting up, creating space at the same time. A nice stretch and release. Good. We'll go to the other side. So left arm out, right leg back. And if you're balancing here, whether you're on the mat, on all fours, or in your chair, extending opposite arms and legs, also very good for the brain to cross limbs over the midline. So when we take that bind behind us, we're actually crisscrossing the right to the left to the right. Or you can do the same thing underneath you or seated. I'm going to look that up again because I know there was some research on that. Good for keeping the brain sharp when we cross the limbs over the midline. All right, come on back down to child's pose. Deep breath in here. Curling the toes under for a nice little toe stretch if you like. And then come on back up. We're going to walk the hands a little bit forward. So one hand print forward from where they would normally be. Curl the toes under. We'll lift up into a downward dog or some sort of a V, a long V though. And we're going to rock our way forward into that top of the push-up. So we're already in a downward dog. So we're just going to shift forward. And there you go. Lower the hips. Now you're in that top of a push-up. And then we'll go back to down dog. And then back to that top of a push-up. You're just working your way up any amount that you have. Okay, nice. And then come back to downward dog, up on the toes. We'll start to lengthen out through the back of the legs. Pressing the heels down one at a time here. Gazing back at the toes. Pressing heels down, down, down. Lifting your gaze up to your knees. Sending the tailbone a little bit higher, lengthening the whole back of the body, pressing the hands in. So shifting the weight back, so more weight is moving towards your heels. Tucking the chin in, opening the shoulders. Very nice. Bend the knees a lot. Start to walk your hands back towards your feet. And that takes a lot of strength too. So meet yourself where you are. You're going to bend the knees a bit. Soften into the thighs here. Inhale, come halfway up. Okay, so in that L shape. And then lower down, fold back down. Different muscles, different dynamic here as we lift up. There's one bit of strength, and as we lower down, we keep that intention, we keep that integrity and fold back down. Come back up again halfway, extend the arms out to the side and pulse the arms up to the sky. Bend your knees, have some comfortable stance here. Good. And then lower the arms, let them dangle. Good. Press down as we lift up to a standing mountain pose. All right. Arms down by the side. Gaze is forward. Roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale. Exhale. And again, like that, deep breath in. And exhale. So reach the arms out to the side and up overhead. Gaze up. Exhale, hands pressing together right down the center. Reach the arms out to the side, up overhead. Look up again. Exhale, palms together. This time, interlace the fingers, press the palms down, gazing at the back of the hand. And inhale as the arms float out and up overhead. Exhale, palms together and down. Keep exhaling all the way down. Inhale, reach out and up. And exhale next time out the mouth. Empty out the mouth. Good. Pause here, reach your arms down by your side, fingertips reaching for the ground. Roll the shoulders back and down. Gaze is forward, crown of the head is lifted. Inhale. And exhale, hands to the hips, bending the right knee. We're standing, balancing mountain pose. Rotating the right knee out to the right. Staying here, releasing the arms into your tree branches. Lifting up from the bottom of that left foot, up through the pelvic floor. The core is lifting, the heart is lifting, crown of the head is lifting. And if you feel like floating the right foot off the mat, and maybe coming into a crane pose. Good. Extending the right leg and then back down. Good. Deep breath in, both arms reach out and up overhead. Palms together, exhale. Hands to the hips. left side. So bend the left knee, balancing here, pressing down, rooting down like roots of a tree and lifting up from that rooted space. Tree branches, any variation of tree. Good, balancing here. Good, crane pose. So crane pose, bird pose, stork. Good, and extend the left leg and then back down to mountain pose. Let the arms come down by your side. Reach down into the earth, lifting up through the crown of the head. Inhale and exhale. So reorienting to the short edge of the mat. We'll start with the hands on the hips here. Taking a half step forward with the right today for stargazer pose. Come back to the left leg, point into the right. We start to lean back into our gazing stance, lifting the gaze up, reaching the arms out in front, sort of like balancing here. You can stay here, squeeze the shoulder blades together, palms are lifted, looking up to the sky. Maybe if you want the opposite arm to reach up overhead. Extending right toe away from the left fingertip. Nice. And then coming forward, shifting the weight into the front foot, hands to the hips or anywhere, maybe even at the heart center, behind you, palms face down. Come up on that back toe as we bring the weight forward. And then the left leg starts to lift to toppling tree. Good. Deep breath in. And then back down. Both arms reach out and up overhead. Look up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Hands to the hips. We'll step up with the left foot, back with the right. Reach both arms down, out in front, palms lifting, like we're open to the energy of the stars, the answers in the stars. Good, lengthening here from the tip of your toe to the crown of the head, opposite right arm reaches maybe. For a nice cross body stretch here. As we come forward into that front foot. Move gracefully or any way that shows up your toppling tree. All right. And ease your way back down to mountain pose. Take a deep breath in, both arms reach out and up overhead. Palms together here, exhale, hands to the heart. And turn to face the long edge, opening the right, stepping left. Reach the arms out to the side, up overhead. And exhale, forward fold over the wide-legged stance. And walking both hands over to the right foot, chin to chest, forehead down. Walking both hands over to the left foot. And then back to center. Good, bend both knees. We'll sweep the arms out to the side. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. And rotate arms, let the arms go. We'll just empty coat sleeves, rotating the whole body to releasing any stiffness. Tossing the arms from side to side, rocking up to your opposite toes or alternating toes, heels lifting. Little playful dance there. Come on back to the short edge of your mat. All right, hands on the hips. As we travel forward a bigger step this time, up with the left foot, back with the right. So separating the feet quite a bit. So we have a nice long stance, lowering the hips down into a lunge. So the front knee is bent. Knee is stacked over the foot. Body is back in space. And the back leg can extend or lengthen. You feel nice stretch through right up into the groin, but the hip flexor and the quad, arms down by the side, palms facing. Inhale, reach the arms out in front and sweep them all the way up overhead. You can go a little bit lower and lunge, wrapping the shoulders back, lifting the fingertips up. Squeeze through the inner thighs, bring the palms of the hands together to the heart center and pause right there. Deep breath in, spring up forward from the back foot and back with the front foot. Hands to the hips again. We'll go to the other side, right forward, left. Big step back. Balancing here, squeeze through the inner thighs. Deepen your lunge, so lower to activate that quad. Lengthen the back leg, stretching the hip flexor on that side. Hands on the hips can guide the hips to point forward, so we're in balance there and squeezing through the inner thighs. If you're a little wobbly, separate your feet towards the edges of the mat a little bit more. Reach the arms down. Inhale, both arms reach out and up overhead. Breathe in. Standing up. Squeeze, hold, lift. Palms together to the heart. Step up with the left foot, back with the right. Mountain pose. Deep breath in. Hands to the hips again. This time we'll step up with the left foot, back with the right. Lower high lunge. Reach the arms down by the side, arms out in front, up overhead. Breathe in, squeezing through the inner thighs. Arms extend out in front. Draw the right arm back as if we're opening up into that bow and arrow. Warrior two, put it on the back foot and extend the right arm completely behind. So now the whole body is facing the long edge of the mat. So we're still in that lunge to the left. Both arms facing down. Soften the shoulders. Reach the right arm back down the back leg, up with the left arm. Warrior two, exalted warrior. Back to warrior two. Bent leg or straight leg triangle. As the front arm comes forward, you can straighten that front leg or keep it bent. We're still squeezing through the core, holding the body up here. Left arm can extend out in front. So you can introduce a little bit more of a twist here in the spine. And inhale back, warrior two. Both arms reach up overhead. Turn to face the long edge of the mat. Nice hook of the thumbs here. Inhale and exhale. Let it go. Shake out the arms and return to the back edge of your mat. Nice, hands on the hips. Step up with the right foot, back with the left. Squeezing through the inner thighs, both arms reach down. Inhale, arms out in front and up overhead. Try to extend the arms out in front. Again, for warrior two on this side, hold on to that bow and arrow string and draw that arrow back. Gazing over the right arm, extend the left arm behind you. Focused on your target. Lower the left arm down, right arm reaches up. Exalted warrior. You aim, you fire, rejoice. Inhale back to center. Good, palms facing forward. Right arm down, left arm up. Inhale and exhale. Warrior two. Reach up the arms, turn to face the long edge. of the mat. Deep breath in. And exhale, open the arms wide, interlace the fingers behind you, send the knuckles down. Lifting up the heart center right here on the exhale, hinging at the hips, forward fold. Knuckles up overhead, shimming the shoulders. Deep breath in, lift up halfway, and then come all the way up. Exhale. All right. And shifting side to side. Coming back to center, feet directly under the hips. We'll take the arms out in front and start to lower the seat down into a standing squat or standing chair pose. So the hips come down, the knees bend, weight is back, so weight is on the heels, extending the arms overhead. Bring the palms of the hands together to the heart. We'll stay low in the squat. If you want to go a little bit lower, we'll twist to the right, taking the left elbow towards the right knee. If you want to touch the knee here, you can. And then come back to center, lift all the way up. Good. And then back into that chair pose, prayer hands to the heart. Sit a little bit lower and we'll twist to the other side. So right elbow to left knee this time. Good. And then back to center and raise all the way up. A little bit of powerfulness there. Release the arms all the way down. Mountain pose towards the back edge of the mat. Palms to heart center, preparing for sun salutations, Namaskara A. Feet are firmly planted, knees are softly bent. Tailbone is soft, lifting through the crown of the head. Reach the arms down by the side. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, fold forward, extending the heart into your forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift up, shoulders back, heart extends, tailbone back. And exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, reverse to rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, deep breath in, reach arms out and up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reverse to rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, everyone, take a deep breath. Both arms reach out and up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale and fold. Bend the knees. Squat down the hips. Pause here or start to walk the hands forward all the way to lay down on the mat. Stack the hands, forehead down. Extend the toes. Press down into the top of the feet. Lift the elbows. Well, let's take a deep breath first. Inhale. Exhale, lift the elbows, forehead and hands lift off the mat. Squeezing and lifting, staying here or releasing and coming back up, moving the hands down under the shoulders this time, maybe very little touch on the mat. So the hands are lifted. Legs start to lift, arms reach back. Inhale. Reach for your ankles if you'd like. Complete boat pose. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale. Release. And toss the hips from side to side. Very good. All right. Let's roll on over to our back. Please don't sit on the floor. Sit down by the closing bridge pose. Arms can be straight down the side or down the elbows. Fingertips release the fingers, maybe behind your back, locking the shoulders in towards the center. Keep pressing down. Deep breath in. Exhale. Gently release. Take a moment here for any shape, any movement that you think. Maybe moving the knees from side to side, or a gentle hug. Another twist. And then the movement feels complete. Come into stillness. Creating now your resting place, your Shavasana. Letting go of your whole practice. Relaxing the toes, the lower legs, the knees, up the hips, the core, the torso, shoulders relaxed. Down the arms, elbows, wrists. The neck, head, the jaw, and face. From the tip of the toes to the crown of the head. Patience visited me, and it reminded me that good things take time to come to fruition and grow slowly with stability. Peace visited me, and it reminded me that I may remain calm through the storms of life, regardless of the chaos surrounding me. Hope visited me, and it reminded me that better times lay ahead, and it would always be there to guide and uplift me. Humility visited me, and it reminded me that I may achieve it, not by trying to shrink myself and make myself less, but by focusing on serving the world and uplifting those around me. Kindness visited me, and it reminded me to be more gentle, forgiving, and compassionate toward myself and those surrounding me. Confidence visited me, and it reminded me to not conceal or suppress my gifts and talents in order to make others feel more comfortable, but to embrace what makes me me. Focus visited me, and it reminded me that other people's insecurities and judgments about me are not my problem, and I should redirect my attention from others back to me. Freedom visited me, and it reminded me that no one has control over my mindset, thoughts, and well-being but me. And love visited me, and it reminded me that I need not search for it in others, as it lies within me. Words by Talia Hunter. And love visited me, and it reminded me that I need not search for it in others, as it lies within me. Allow for a deep inhale here. Welcome the breath, the life force, and exhale completely. And bring small movements to your body. You slowly wake up your body. Refreshed from yoga, refreshed from rest. And gently Mindfully bring yourself back to seated. We'll close our practice by chanting the sacred sound of Om. The sound of Om is the sound of all living things. We chant Om out of a sign of respect for our practice and for each other. It reminds us that we are connected and that we are not alone. We'll take the hands to heart center and first we'll Om. First we'll take a deep inhale and exhale, and then we'll Om one time. So when you're ready, deep inhale here. And exhale completely. After this next inhale, we'll Om together. The belly soft, the voice is strong and courageous. Take a deep breath here. Om. Yeah. Thank you all so much. Thank you for your commitment, your dedication to your practice. Thank you for sharing your time with me. The divine light in me recognizes and bows to the same divine in each and every one of you. Wishing you a wonderful, wonderful day. Namaste.
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 Namaste. Namaste.
Thank you.
All right.
When are you leaving, Sheila?
That is a good question.